Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope you're all doing so well. So, today we're going to do an energy check in just to see what messages Spirit has for us at this time. And yeah, I'm just sort of curious to see what will end up coming through. So, I have the Sacred Travel Oracle here that I have selected for today's reading. And just want to know Spirit tuning in with whoever is watching this video, whoever is guided to this video tuning in. What would you most like them to know right now? Wow. Starting so strong. Oh my gosh. Wow. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. You are cherished by the angels. You are cherished by the angels. Wow. So you are surrounded by a very protective angelic light at this time. I feel like you are like spirit is wanting you to know this for a reason. Maybe there's something that you're going through in your personal life, and spirit's saying that the outcome is so much more protected than you realize, or you are so much more protected than you realize. There is more of a limited path that you are able to walk in this lifetime than you realize, and that I mean that in a really good way, and I'll try to articulate what I'm seeing. Is that you may have anxieties or fears of like, what if, all these scenarios, all these events might happen. What if this thing happens, or catastrophizing? There might be some fear, that plays out in your mind quite often. And Spirit's saying the reality of you and the light that you have and the light and love that you are and the general frequency that you hold, it just means that there's not as much of these fear-based scenarios that's even possible for you to have experience in this life. Like, you have much more of a narrow pathway than you realize in terms of how protected you are. You're much more in alignment than you realize as well. So if you try to step too far out of alignment, like, or even really 1 foot or 1 degree out of alignment, I feel like you have this angelic support that comes to push things back on track. You have things maybe get blocked. You may have doors closed, but it's all done in your favor. Like, things may happen to you. It might feel like it happens to you. Like, you really get blocked from things just fall apart. Like you're applying, you're applying on some form, and then as you're applying on this form, the form disappears and the website no longer exists, and you're like, what? And it's your angels protecting you. It's spirit blocking you from a path that you are not meant to experience in this life. So spirit's like, one thing spirit would really like you to know is that if you could realize how protected you are and how much light that you carry, how much light that you walk in, you would realize how safe, how cherished you are by the divine. There's a lot more safety in the path that you walk than you realize at a mental level. Like the mind can really play tricks on us. And Spirit's saying there's so much more safety and protection here for you because of the light that you have. I keep being shown your light. You carry a really high vibrational light and you do God's work on the earth. Like, you really are here to be of service and to do good. Aw, your energy is so beautiful. Spirit really wants you to know that what you do really makes a difference. I feel like some of you don't actually realize the impact of your light yet. Like, you haven't fully woken up to the impact that you have on the world around you. But Spirit is showing me that right now it's actually in your destiny to start to have these experiences or awarenesses of the way that you are influencing energy around you. You're going to start having kind of like this, almost like this lucid dreaming feeling where all of a sudden you wake up in a dream. You're going to have this with reality where all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, wait a minute, I'm actually influencing everything around me, every thought that you're having, every look that you have, like every time you look or you think about some bug on the wall, like you're influencing it. Like, there's something here about Spirit wants you to know the very power that you hold, the power that you hold and the light that you have. And that you really are very, very protected. You're on a very narrow timeline in a very positive way, okay? You're here to experience a certain vibrational experience of the earth, which is very high vibrational, okay? We're in duality, so there's a certain amount of duality, yes, the contrast. But overall, the pathway that I see for you is very high vibrational. And a high vibrational pathway is more protected from some of the more evil things that can take place on this earth and that we share with this earth around us. Yeah, so you're very, very protected. And I feel like there's going to be some releasing of some kind of worry or anxiety that you may have had around, am I protected? Am I safe? Because spirit just proves to you time and time again that you are. And I feel like you know this. You may resonate, like I said, with knowing that things sort of get blocked for you if they're not right for you. Rejection is spirit's protection. If something falls through, if something doesn't work out, it's actually a really positive thing. Okay, it's a really positive thing because you have a narrow pathway and there's a certain energy bandwidth that spirit makes sure you're always kept within, okay? You're always kept within like a certain frequency range. And this is also connected to your mission, your purpose on earth, which is to be within a certain frequency range because you're giving that out to the world, you're gifting that out to the world. So on the back of the deck, we have this solitude card, which is staring at me. It's kind of giving me the hermit, right? This looking within energy. But I do feel like for some of you, there may be a message here about leaving someone's energy behind for a while or taking more space for yourself, having more boundaries, doing your own thing. It seems to be really, really nourishing you at this time. Maybe you are becoming aware of this and this message is confirming this for you already, that you need to have more space for yourself, or maybe it's from a particular person, or maybe it's just in general, you need time alone. I feel like doing things on your own could be a really good form of self-care for you at this time. You know, do it like taking some time just to independently go for a walk or spend time in nature, but on your own. I really feel like that's something that Spirit's saying is really important for your energy field right now, like silence as well. Yeah, it says in silence, peace prevails. There we go. I was wondering why I was getting so much silence energy from this. Yeah, Spirit's saying something about silence is really good for you because there's a lot of energy floating around in your energy field right now. And this is going to help kind of put everything back into place. Like if you can just sit in silence for like 5-10 minutes, I feel like you're going to feel a lot more peaceful. You may have a lot of mental energy. Like I was feeling a lot of imbalance in the mental body. Yeah, if I look at your energy field, I feel like the element of air and the mental body, there's something here about those two things. So yeah, so something about silence and meditation. You can just let your mind go, or you can try to focus on breath, or try to focus, try to empty the mind, try to quiet the mind, whatever works for you. But I'm just seeing something here is needing a little bit of help to integrate because you may be having some fears coming up right now. And the reason is because, look, I feel like you're actually creating magic. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. You're actually manifesting something really powerful right now. Yeah, look at this breakthrough. There's something here coming through now where part of this mental energy that I'm feeling that might be a bit imbalanced, where there's an overthinking or fear coming through the mind. I feel like part of that could actually be being triggered because you are more in touch with your magic than ever before. You could even be having really amazing experiences, like some experience of telekinesis or something where you like move an object without really looking at it or without really trying. You just sort of have something like that happen where some kind of magical gift might be actually opening up for you at this time. Or you may be having really just like crazy amounts of synchronicities, to the point where it's like, wow, how is there so many synchronicities? Yeah. Yeah, look, Spirit saying this. Open your heart to joy, joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Yes, because open to joy instead of to the fear, right? There could be an energy here where there is fear because your subconscious knows, okay? Your subconscious knows exactly what is going down right now in your energy field and exactly what this means for what is about to manifest in your life. I feel like many, many, many of you are really conscious of this, and you can recognize the energy shift. You can recognize it almost like a weather change. You're picking up on the signs. You're like, yeah, I can feel this temperature difference. There's a temperature difference. It's almost like, before a storm comes and you feel that hot air meeting that cool air, and there's this sort of like, oh, there's this electricity. You're in this really, really incredible time right now. You're really, really incredible. And Spirit's asking you to open your heart to joy, to know how protected you are by the angels. to really trust that this breakthrough is here. For some of you, this breakthrough involves something to do with solitude, okay? For some of you, that message will really ring true, and you'll know because maybe you've been considering something to do with solitude or something to do with taking a break from a person, place, situation, workplace, something like this. And I'm feeling that, yeah, the angels are trying to guide you to a more protected and safe relationship or relationships, or to a more protected and safe relationships or workplace. Yeah, so there's this magic in the air right now, okay? Things are changing. Your subconscious knows. You've been reading the signs. Even if your conscious mind or your analytical mind is still doubting it or thinking, well, maybe something's happening, maybe not. It is. And it's causing this agitation energy where there may be some fear of like, am I supported? I think are things gonna go all right for me? And it's like things aren't just gonna go all right for you. Like things are about to go so well to the point where it's almost triggering you. Okay. This is really interesting. It's something that I've become aware of only sort of in the recent years or two, is that sometimes when things actually go really well in our life, we can have anxiety. And I've read it in people's cards before, and it's really interesting. It's like everything's going so well, so well, so well, and it's causing anxiety because maybe you're used to things not going very well, or you're used to things, you're used to maybe not feeling your own power or something like this. But Spirit's saying, look, unknown territory, you're exactly where you need to be. Like you're fully in alignment. This is what you're meant to be experiencing. And all the changes that are happening are in alignment. I feel like Spirit's kind of saying maybe to just like let go a little bit, to surrender. But it's more than just surrendering, because surrender kind of implies, oh gosh, I have to surrender to this. It's more like open your eyes to see how good things actually are right now, I suppose, is more. It's like celebrate, dance, get happy, get excited, open to joy, open to delight, open to gratitude, open to grace, open to change, open to the magic that you actually have and that you actually are. Like, yeah, you might even do some magic that might scare you. Okay. You might have some magic happen where you almost get scared of your own power or something because you haven't had this happen before. You make something happen, or you have some experience of unity where you feel one with all that is, and it's like almost shocks you. Yeah, some of you may be having some kind of experience of magic that Spirit's saying you are safe. Like this is part of your journey. This is exactly where you're meant to be, right? This is what you're meant to be experiencing. Yeah, maybe Spirit's also asking you to spend more time in solitude so that you can let this magic in, or let this magic happen. Sometimes we need to give space for things to actually come in. And that's sort of what I was feeling when I was saying, like, sit in silence for 10 minutes, 5 minutes in meditation, because I feel like something needs to like click. Something's waiting, and there's too much mental activity for it to like fully settle in. It's some kind of an upgrade of a psychic ability and intuition. Yeah, some kind of psychic energy, psychic gifts, magic abilities, like I said, telekinesis. Like this could be really profound experience that you're having, which again might be why it's almost a lot to integrate, you guys. But this is a huge breakthrough in your energy. Like Spirit's saying, the breakthrough is already upon you. The breakthrough is already here. And Spirit's saying, open your heart to joy, open your heart to the gratitude of what's actually around you. No matter what's going on right now, you're actually exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, you're actually experiencing exactly what you need to experience right now for some kind of upgrade to take place in your energy body. And that you really don't need to fear as much as you do. The mind can play tricks on us. The mind can can create stories and things. And I'm just feeling this message here of there's actually it's so much better than what you are thinking. This has been a repeated kind of energy that has come through in a few readings, but I'm just feeling it again so strong, is that things are so much better than you actually realizing right now, that you're giving yourself credit for right now. You're doing so much better than you are giving yourself credit for. Like you're actually in such a good position. You're in a really, really good position right now in your life energetically. And things are going really well. The breakthrough is at hand. Like the breakthrough is already here. It's already in your hand. This breakthrough is already here. It's not about, oh, it's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in. It's here. It's here, 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 it's here. Okay? And for some of you, part of this breakthrough actually is going to bring some element or event of magic into your life. Like you might be doing some real life magic, the kind of magic you might read about in a book. Okay? That's the kind of energy I'm getting for some of you. For others of you, this is an upgrade to your psychic abilities in general. But I'm seeing some of you guys literally doing telekinesis out there. Wow. I have seriously the most incredible audience, I have to say. I love you guys. Okay, we have one more card coming through. Choosing your path, all is possible. And check it out, check it out. Back of the deck energy, gates of triumph, success expands in your life. That's right. This new dawn, this new energy, it's right. It's here right now. So choosing your path, all is possible. I feel like that is really the energy and perspective that you are in right now. And if you're not in that energy right now, or it's not available to you at this time, it's because there's too much energy going on in the mental body. There's too much fear or anxiety or overthinking or overanalyzing in the mental body, or judgment or something, maybe judgment of self, looking at yourself in kind of a negative light in some way. And spirit saying the medicine for that is some kind of solitude and silence where you just like meditate for 10 minutes, just put on a timer, go sit in silence and let your mind kind of just clean itself out. Okay. I always find after I meditate that my brain just feels kind of clean, like it's cleaned itself. And sometimes we just need to give ourselves the opportunity to have that reset and refresh energetically. And yeah, I'm just seeing you might need that. Some of you may already be feeling it and you're feeling already that energy, you're feeling already really grounded, you're feeling already really clear. And then spirit saying, see how all is possible right for you right now. Like you're in such a good position, you know? It's almost like you're poised. You're poised. You're in the perfect position. That's what I'm seeing. You're in the perfect position, you're poised. And spirit's almost saying, look at where you are right now. Like you've kind of already made it in some way, and yet emotionally or mentally you haven't caught up with that success yet. There's like an emotional delay where there's still emotions of the past of like fear and anxiety and fret and dread and worry. And it's like, spirit's like, yeah, but look where you are right now. Look how good things are. Look where you are. And open your heart to that joy. Open your heart to where you are. Open your heart to the fact that all is possible for you right now, that you're actually experiencing real life magic, that you're protected and supported by the angels, that you're cherished and that you are loved, that this breakthrough is already at hand, that you're actually exactly where you need to be right now, that success is already expanding in your life, that you're exactly where you need to be right now for success. How good does that feel? You know? All right, everyone, that is the end of our energy check in for today. I so enjoyed tuning in with you all again. And if you would like to check out more of my work, I do have a store where I sell energy healings, light language healings. With this angel energy coming through in your spread today, I feel really called to recommend my Sacred Space Clearing Light Language tape, which I did call upon the angels to help with that. It is like a home clearing, house clearing, or space clearing. You can use it in your home, in your space, your living area, or I also use it if I ever travel to like clear the energy of a space, a hotel room or an Airbnb or wherever that I'm staying in. It's really protective. You can also use it if you're living in, an environment that might not be ideal for whatever reason. You can play it daily to just help clear the energy and keep it really high vibrational. I feel like it's probably one of my favorite tapes in terms of how often I actually use it, because I use it so often and it's been just such a useful tool in my life. So I feel like it's such a good one to invest in. If you do resonate with it, I'll link it down below. You can read more about it. But yeah, I'm sending you all so much love and light. I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye.